One of the worst products I've tested so far this year. Oh no. If you want to look really greasy, this is for you. Today I am reviewing the RMS Beauty Sun Coverup Super Tint. I have a lot to say about this. There's a lot of conflicting information in my opinion, and this is not a first impressions. Actually have been testing this out several different ways. You're going to see me apply it. You're going to see me do a check-in video. I'm wearing it right now, unfortunately, because I really do not like this product. And you're also going to see some photos of me on other days wearing it. I have been putting this to the test. So let me tell you a little bit about it. By the way, I'm glad I got 20% off because I wouldn't want to pay full price for this. And here's the thing. I'm not trying to talk you out of buying this. I want you to make a good informed decision yourself by my experience using it. You can decide for yourself because you're a grown-ass adult. But I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass and make it sound like it's amazing like a lot of people do. And even when you look on their website with all the positive reviews, I'm actually surprised at all the positive reviews on it, as I'm going to tell you. While I'm telling you a little bit about it, you're going to see me apply it. And I'm going to explain how I'm applying it, why I applied it that way too in a minute. So this retails for $49 and you get 1 fluid ounces. And what it says on here, it says it gives a radiant, even-toned complexion. It says it's 94% skincare-infused formula. It's silicone-free, daily tinted moisturizer. It has sun and blue light protection. And it says it's the details on it, silicone-free, everything that I mentioned on it. It says that it's long-wearing. It's skin-loving, multitasker, hydrates the skin, protects from the sun's damaging rays, because it has an SPF in it. It says it's breathable coverage that effortlessly even skin tone for a natural radiant complexion. It says it's powered by Glowplex to smooth, firm, and brighten while moisture-rich vegetable squalene hydrates. So some of the ingredients that are in this, I'm not going to go through all of them. Obviously, it has zinc oxide in it. That's for the sun protection benefits in it. It also contains jojoba oil in it, jojoba oil, seed oil, olea, olive oil is in it as well. It says squalene vegetable, has niacinamide in it, turmeric. I mean, lots of skincare ingredients in it. And then there's quinoa seed extract. I mean, just a lot of like natural ingredients, if you will. And I know that this is a clean brand. Here's the thing with this that I need to talk about. First, let's talk about how I applied it. So today I applied it, just putting a little bit on, and then I used a brush to apply it. I have used my fingers to apply it. I used very little today, and I wanted you to see my hand. That's why I kept showing my hand how drippy it is, because it's oily. It's oily. Now, my makeup has looked better in my opinion. I'm wearing it right now. I have powder on, and I haven't had it on yet very long already, and it just does not, my makeup does not look good. It just doesn't look nice. I am wearing RMS blush, by the way, too, which I love, but I don't, my skin doesn't look as pretty as it usually does with makeup. This just makes my skin look horrible because it accentuates your pores, because it's so greasy, shiny. You know, there is a difference between a nice glow, luminous glow, and just an oily, icky, greasy mess. And this is the oily, greasy mess. But let's take a look at what RMS is saying about it, because this is really important, because this is from the brand itself. So this is from their Instagram, by the way. And I'm going to put all of these up there so you can see it with me as well. People were asking questions on their Instagram. So one question that somebody asked is, how does it work with oily skin, which I have. I have oily, mature skin. And what this person from RMS said is, Sun Coverup has been dermatologist tested and safe for all skin types. For oily skin, we recommend applying Sun Coverup on clean skin. And then you start with just one pump, and then you wait 30 to 60 seconds before applying another layer. If you desire more coverage, set with unpowder to absorb the oil, blah, blah, blah. I didn't apply a lot today. I used very little product on it. And I've even used less yesterday, which you're going to see those photos in a little bit. I'm going to show you those. But it doesn't work on my oily skin. I live somewhere where it's humid too on top of it, and it doesn't matter how much I put on. If I put on less, I don't get as much coverage. It just looks really, really shiny. And another thing about that, most importantly, you're not getting any sun coverage if you're barely putting any on, are you? You're not. Let's continue reading because I have more to share. I don't want to sound like I'm irritated or mad or anything like that, but it's just so inconsistent. And so many people are confused about it, and I hope that this video helps you. This person says, could you mix it with supernatural serum, which is this? I have this, and I hated it too, because again, it's not for oily skin. It's so greasy. And there's only 3 shades, and it doesn't matter what shade I would wear. It wouldn't be enough coverage because it's just very sheer and very, very greasy. So there's that on that. So it says, can you mix it with supernatural serum, which, holy cow, grease mess. So this is their answer. It says, instead of mixing the two together, apply supernatural before the Sun Coverup and wait 60 seconds to allow. Why this person is telling her to do that? Like, what is the point of using this before? It has SPF in it, but so does this. And this is so freaking radiant. I mean, if I use these together, oh Lord have mercy. I mean, I would just be a greasy ass mess. Now, before I read any more, I want to mention something else too. On the box here, it says this. To use, it says uses, or no, directions. It says shake well, apply liberally 15 minutes before sun exposure. Reapply at least every 2 hours of protection. And it says that it's not resistant to swimming or sweating. So you're going to sweat this off or swim it off. So it's not water resistant. Who's going to carry this around with them and reapply it? I'm just curious, because this is glass. It's not like something like this. This is glass. You're going to carry this around and reapply it, and then what? How are you going to reapply it and not mess up your makeup? You're just going to go like this and just pat it all over your makeup? And let's have some common sense here. That would be a mess. A greasy ass mess. Who is doing that? Who is taking this? And by the way, the little bit that I put on, like I said, I don't have sun protection. You're going to have to use at least a quarter size amount, at least of this. But at the end of the day, you're not getting 50. You're not getting a 50 in here because it has all that skincare in it. You're probably getting closer to a 25. You're not getting a 50. And 25 isn't going to be enough of, to really protect you from the sun. You would have to keep reapplying it. Who's going to be reapplying this every 2 hours? I'm just curious. I live somewhere where I'm outside a lot. It would, like, if I actually did that and did a review, you would be like, holy hell, what the hell happened to you? Yeah. It's like, do they put that on there because I have to legally put it on there? Because otherwise it makes no sense. Let's continue. Okay, so this person says, does it require primer underneath, or can it be used with the Supernatural Radiance Serum? Again, with the serum. You don't need to use this with this. I guarantee you don't. You can pick one or the other. This one's going to give you, if you use your fingers and use a lot of it, like a quarter size, like what you're supposed to, if you really want to treat it like somewhat of a sunscreen, you're going to get more of a coverage than with this one. But you don't need both because you're going to be a greasy mess, in my opinion. But let's see what RMS says. So RMS says that primer isn't required, but we recommend our re-evolved primer to boost hydration. You don't need any more hydration with this. It's all covered in here. You wouldn't need any more of that. If you had more hydration in here, I mean, you don't, in my opinion. You don't. Even with dry skin, you don't. It says you can use a Revolve primer to boost hydration and grip, which I don't think that's a gripping primer. I do really like that primer, by the way. I've shared that on my channel. I really do enjoy it. It's a really nice one, but I don't think it would do diddly squat with this. I don't think it would really matter. I did not test it, but I'm just telling you, I really don't think so. And then it says instead of mixing two sunscreens together, you can apply the Supernatural before the Sun Coverup to boost the glow and radiance. So they're saying to get more of a glow, you do this, but I'm telling you, you don't need it. You don't need it. You seriously don't. Okay, so let's go on to the next. So this person says, how would I use this? Basically, how would I use this? What's the difference with the SPF? Is it just the glow? And RMS says that Sun Coverup, choose Sun Coverup if you want a higher SPF, which we've already discussed. You're not going to get that, and more coverage. The main difference they're saying is that the Super Serum gives more of a sheer coverage, which I totally agree with. The Sun Coverup is a tinted moisturizer that gives a lightweight buildable coverage with a dewy finish, I'd say a greasy finish. And says you can layer both to boost the radiance and glow, which you will be glowy, but it's going to be a greasy glow. I can't stress it enough. Next, Rosemary in her video, if you see the video of her on Instagram, she's not putting a lot on, just like I basically did today. I didn't put a lot on because I cannot put a lot on. If I put too much on, I'm shiny already, and I haven't even had it on that long. And I have powder on. I put a lot of powder on today. Like I put extra powder on today because I knew it was going to be so shiny. But it says that she was using a little bit for the video just to show, but she says you should use a quarter size amount liberally and all over the face and neck for proper SPF. No need for a separate sunscreen with it. So they're saying not to. You're not going to get enough SPF with this. You're not getting a 50. So if you are going to be outside in the sun, I would recommend putting an SPF on under it because it's just like it's a tinted moisturizer. It's just like it's like a foundation that has SPF in it. You're not getting that full amount. And somebody actually said this to them, it looks great, but I'm concerned you wouldn't use enough to actually get the SPF benefits. It would be way too much product. Do you actually get SPF coverage using the amount shown in the video? It's not much being used. Again, talking about Rosemary. And then she just said she just used a little bit. You have to use a quarter size amount. So that's where my problem is. I think a lot of people are confused on it because they keep pushing the SPF aspect of this, but you're not getting a 50 with this. You're not. And if you use that much, it's not a pretty glow. It's just really shiny and greasy, and it's going to start breaking apart and it's going to look like crap. So let's talk about how I wore it. I shared a photo on, and I should have shared a picture of me later because this was just when I first put it on. Okay, so I shared a photo of me, several photos of me on Instagram. Of me just wearing it exactly how they tell you to do it. They tell you to use a quarter size amount. That's what I did. I did not powder it. I used cream products instead. So I just went ahead and used their cream blush and stuff like that and just wore it that way. And it looked like crap. At about 4 hours, it started looking like crap and it just kept going. The area that I had the most issue with, coming off is right here where my glasses are touching really, really bad there. And then it just started breaking apart on my chin. It just doesn't look nice on this area here, which, like I said, today I put extra powder on it. It just doesn't seem to matter with this because it's so freaking shiny. And I posted it somewhere and somebody actually said it looks really nice. And it's like, yeah, it might look like that on a photo, but I'm just telling you, it doesn't. It looks horrible. I'm going to repeat myself, but there is a difference between glowy and greasy. This gets greasy on me. And when you're out, there's nothing you can do to fix it. Apply more of this, and look even shinier than that photo. That's what I look like when I first put it on with nothing. So I would put more on and look even shinier, like I did a heavy workout or something. That's not really the look that I want. You guys that have been following me for a while, you know the difference. You've seen me. This isn't my best look today. So let's continue. Then I decided that I was going to wear it with powder. So I wore it with powder so you can see what it looks like. Looks nice when I first put it on and I put the powder on. Looks great. You could see a little glow. Looks good, right? And then we look at afterwards. This is when I've been sitting outside. So excuse the way my hair is. I was actually outside in my pool. I had a hat on. And that's how shiny it looks. And I know you might think that looks pretty. It doesn't. It isn't. It's all greasy. And I'm going to try to blow the pictures up too so you can see what they look like because they just, I mean, look at that. That's not pretty. It's just all shiny. Like, look at my pores. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. I look like I was jogging or something or walking and I'm just all like, I look like that after I work out, except I'm not wearing makeup. It's not the look that I want. It's not a pretty look. I don't know who would want to look like that. I don't know who this is for. We're going to get to that too in a minute. So then yesterday, I'm like, I'm going to try it again, but this way I'm going to apply it the way I did today for you guys. So this way I decided I'm going to do very, very little of it, but I'm going to apply it with a brush, and that's what I did. So this is what I looked like before, and then this is what I looked like after. It just doesn't matter. I'm just a shiny, greasy mess. And I made sure I was outside so I would get, the humidity and stuff. Although it doesn't seem to matter, even if I'm not in the humidity. But you see how shiny, and I mean, look at my pores. That's a natural light too. That's not under lighting. That doesn't look pretty. How does that look nice? That doesn't look nice. I don't even honestly know how this would look on dry skin. Maybe this is the look you want. But for me, unless your skin is absolutely perfect, it's going to point out every flaw that you have. If you have large pores, if you have any bumps, whatever, it's just going to look like crap. It doesn't look pretty. There's a difference between a radiant and glowy look. Products that make your skin look smooth and pretty. That's why I wear makeup. I mean, otherwise, why would I wear this? I could just I could just have a sunscreen on from Color Science and get a prettier glow than this. This is just not it. And something that I think is really amazing that I've did a whole review on that looks so much better is this. This was gifted to me, but I've told you guys, just because a company gifts me doesn't mean I love everything. I freaking love this. I think it has SPF in it too, but we don't care about. This has an SPF of 15, so basically you're getting nothing, okay? Which doesn't matter because you should be putting sunscreen on before. No. This one has some skincare in it too, but what I love about this one is it covers really nicely, doesn't look heavy, and wears so nicely. Now look at the difference already. So I'm pumping that on. That's the Bobbi Brown. It is drippy, but do you see the difference? Look at the drip that I'm getting from the RMS because it's so freaking oily. It's what it is. It's just horrible. It's just a horrible product. If you want a nice tinted moisturizer, get the Bobbi Brown. It's such a pretty one. I really love this one. I highly recommend it. I love it. And I need to wear it more. I just have so many products that I have, but I really need to pull this one out more because this one is so pretty. This is not it. And there's too many claims on this about it being sun protection, which is not true. You're not getting full 50. You're not. And I know I'm repeating myself, but good luck reapplying this. That's all I can say is good luck, because if you're reapplying this, you have to put the same amount on to get that protection. So you're putting a quarter size amount, and then you're going to do another quarter size amount, and then you're going to do a quarter size amount. Who's going to do that? I'm just curious. Because like I said, I live somewhere where I'm outside a lot. I wear ones that you can just spray on your face so it doesn't disturb my makeup. This is just a big No. And one of the worst products I've tested so far this year. It just is. And I probably will never be on their PR list after this review, but I have to be honest with you because this is not cheap. You're going to go out and spend your money because you're going to see so many people say how amazing it is. I wish people would be honest instead of just trying to be on a PR list. That's all I'm going to say. I get products from companies all the time. I don't always like everything. Sometimes they never send stuff again. Sometimes they do. I don't care. I mean, I appreciate when they give me products, but I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you that I love a product if I don't love it. I just can't do it. I won't do it. You guys put a lot of trust in me. You're going to go out and spend your money on this. And I really want to make damn sure that it's really going to work for you. So if you have dry or normal skin and you want to have a really super shiny, greasy look, you're going to like this. If you have oily skin, stay far away from this. Stay far, far, far away from this because there's not enough powder in this world that is going to blot it out. It won't because I put so much on it. I'm like shiny and like I said, my skin doesn't even look nice. It actually makes my skin look crappy. That's what it just so is one of the worst, I'm telling you, one of the worst products I've tried in this year. And there's a lot I like from that brand, but stay away from it. So I can say if you don't want to look like this, it's just not pretty at all. And I know I will get some comments below, and some of you are going to say, oh, it looks really, it doesn't look nice. I know the difference. I know the difference between, I've tested too many products out to know the difference between a nice glowy look, stuff that makes my skin, my pores look really pretty and stuff. This doesn't. It looks terrible. I mean, it actually makes the blush look crappy, and I love their blushes, but it doesn't do anything. It's just awful. It's just absolutely horrible. I don't like it. I hated putting it on today, but I had to do it for you, and I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. I really don't. And don't ask me for it. Don't ask me to send it. Some people do that when I don't like something. Don't. Please don't do that. There's other people I can give it to. Don't do that. It's just weird when people do that. It's just weird. Let's just not do that, okay? So that's where I'm going to leave this for you. I really hope this video was helpful and informative. If you are thinking about purchasing this, I hope that this saved you some money. I really do. If you are new here, I would love to have you join. I share new videos every single week. Please consider smashing that subscribe button below. It is free. And before you leave, I would greatly appreciate it if you would like, share, and comment on this video because it helps to push it out, helps my channel grow. Would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for your continued support, for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.